Hello and welcome to another week here with me, Miss Corrie at Lee County Libraries. We are ready for an exciting story time with you. This week we are doing We Love Our Inventors story time. Like all of the story times at Lee County Libraries, we focus on those 5 pre-literacy skills from every child ready to read at your library. They include reading, writing, talking, singing, and playing. And we're going to do all 5 of those today. First, we're going to do our hello song. So we're going to do, we wake up our hands, and we'll do that with a clap, clap, clap. Then we're going to wake up our feet, and we're going to do a stomp, stomp, stomp. We're going to wake up our hips with a shake, shake, shake. And we're going to wake up our eyes with a peekaboo. Are you ready to go with me, friends? Here we are. I wake up my hands with a clap, 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 clap. Clap, clap, clap. I wake up my hands with a clap, 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 and then I wave hello. I wake up my feet with a stomp, 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 stomp. I wake up my feet with a stomp, 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 and then I wave hello. I wake up my hips with a shake, 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 shake. Shake, shake, shake. I wake up my hips with a shake, 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 and then I wave hello. I wake up my eyes with a peekaboo, peekaboo, peekaboo. I wake up my eyes with a peekaboo, and then I wave hello. Hello, all of my friends out there. We need to say hello to Henry, so let's come on down to our sitting spots. We're going to have our friend Henry join us with our letter of the day. Henry the Hedgehog comes every week with that letter of the day and some clues. He has Henry is thinking of a letter. I wonder what it could be. He has clues to share with us. Let's look closely. All right, we have 4 clues in here, it looks like. Here's our first clue. That is a whale. Whale. Ooh, what do we hear at the beginning? What letter is that? That's right, it's our letter W. And to do W, it's like you're holding up 3 fingers in the middle. 1, 2, 3, right like that. That's W. Wonderful. Here is our next clue. I pull it. It's a wagon. This one's a little red wagon. Wagon starts with the letter W. Show me your W in sign language. Excellent. Here's our third clue. It's watermelon. Watermelon. Watermelon starts with the letter W. And then we have, this has only 1 wheel, and then you have to tip it up to push it. It is a wheelbarrow. A wheelbarrow. Wheelbarrow starts with the letter W. So we have whale, wagon, watermelon, wheelbarrow. They all started with the letter W, so I bet you, Henry, you brought the letter W today, didn't you? Yes, you did. Here's our uppercase W and our lowercase W, and they look pretty much the same. One's just taller, one's just shorter. So let's practice drawing those today. Let's wave bye, Henry. Bye, Henry. We'll see you next week. All right. So to do our uppercase W, we're going to take our pointer finger and we're going to come here and we're going to do a down at a diagonal, not a big diagonal, a little one, then up at a diagonal, then down at a diagonal, then up at a diagonal. So just little ones though. We don't want to do really big ones because then it's going to just look funny. So we're going to start here. We're going to go boop, zoop, 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 zoop. There we go. There's our uppercase W. To do our lowercase W, take your pointer finger and you're going to go about halfway down. If you have lined paper, it will be on your dotted line. If you've got the dotted line paper, we're going to go boop, zoop, 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 zoop. And it is a lowercase W. Excellent job, everyone. Keep practicing your writing. I'm going to erase those so that we can get up and learn our special word for today. Our special word for today is invention, because we're learning about inventors. We love our inventors. So in Spanish, invention is invención, invención, invención. Awesome. To do it in sign language, you're going to take your finger, like put your thumb down so it's showing 4. You're going to put it up at your eyebrow area, and you're going to go up once and up twice. And it's like you're thinking of something. Up, up. Invención. So anytime as Corrie sees the word invention, she's going to say invención, and then when I say invención, you're going to go whoop, whoop. Excellent. All right, let's move on, and we're going to do our first song. So this is called 5 Little Nails. You can use either hand for your nails. So these are going to be mine. Mine are going to be here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 little nails. Standing straight and steady, nice and tall. I've got my hammer. It's at the ready. Yep. Bam, bam, bam. Yes, that nail, he went down. Now there's just 4 nails. 1, 2, 3, 4 left for me to pound. Let's do it again. Here we go. 4 little nails, standing tall and steady. And I'm here with my hammer at the ready. Bam, bam, bam. That hammer goes down, or that nail goes down. Now there's just 3 nails left to pound. 1, 2, 3. 3 little nails, standing tall and steady. I have my hammer. He's at the ready. Bam, bam, bam. That nail goes down. And there are 2 little nails left for me to pound. 1, 2. 2 little nails, standing tall and steady. Here I am with my hammer at the ready. Bam, bam, bam. That nail goes down. There's only 1 little nail left to pound. 1 little nail, standing straight and steady, with our hammer at the ready. Bam, bam, bam. That nail goes down. And now there's no more nails left for us to pound. Good job, friends. We did a good job with our counting. But now, my fingers, my thumbs, they're starting to wiggle. My thumbs are starting to wiggle. My thumbs are starting to wiggle. My thumbs are starting to wiggle. And now so are my toes. My toes are starting to wiggle. My toes are starting to wiggle. My toes are starting to wiggle. And now so are my fingers. My fingers are starting to wiggle. My fingers are starting to wiggle. My fingers are starting to wiggle. And now so are my legs. My legs are starting to wiggle. My legs are starting to wiggle. My legs are starting to wiggle. And now so are my arms. My arms are starting to wiggle. My arms are starting to wiggle. My arms are starting to wiggle. And now so is my head. My head is starting to wiggle. My head is starting to wiggle. My head is starting to wiggle. And now so is my body. My body is starting to wiggle. My body is starting to wiggle. My body is starting to wiggle. I wish that it would stop. Excellent job, friends. All right, let's come down to our sitting spot. We are going to get ready for our first story today, but we're going to get ready with dancing our fingers up. So we dance our fingers up, we'll dance our fingers down, dance our fingers to the sides, dance them all around, dance them on our shoulders, dance them on our head, dance them on our knees, and put them into bed. Wonderful job. We have good listening ears, good looking eyes, and we're ready for our first story today about our inventors and their inventions. Remember, when I see the word invention or invent, I'm going to say invention, and you're going to go whoop, whoop. You have 4 fingers. 1, 2, excellent. This is titled Saving the Day, Garrett Morgan's life-changing invention of the traffic signal. It is written by Karyn Parsons and illustrated by Gregory Christie. Saving the Day. Morning dawned and the sun's golden rays signaled to Garrett Morgan that it was a new day. With his head in the clouds, always full of a dream, he was no help to others, or so it seemed. His brothers and sisters worked the house and the field, but Garrett's talents had yet to be revealed. He fell off all ladders, couldn't hammer a nail, was too weak to lift things, not even a pail. They'd all say, "Run along, go be by yourself." And though he liked dreaming, he wanted to help. He'd spend time alone, long walks he would take, his mind imagining new creations to make. In the middle of the road, a wheel lay on the ground. I know I can use that, so Garrett bent down. But sometimes his dreaming got him into trouble. He wouldn't watch where he was going, his mind in a bubble. See, along came a car from the side, a red truck, and though they missed Garrett, their nerves had been struck. Both slammed on their brakes, dodged the boy by a hair, but the near collision gave everyone a scare. Back at home, his mom said, "You wait here for your dad." He just knew he was in trouble, that his parents were mad. His father walked in, looked at Garrett a beat, then called him over. "Come here, son, have a seat. You have something that's all yours alone, something to contribute that's just not yet known. All are given a gift, something you cannot learn. It's what you do with that gift that's your gift in return." The city was loud, people everywhere, and cars and horses and bicycles were there, all on the same roads, all at the same time, horns honking, cars crashing, no reason or rhyme. Garrett studied hard, and when his lessons were done, he found a job doing something he found fun. Fixing sewing machines with their rotors and springs and gears and buttons made him think of many things, like a new kind of stitch on the sewing machine, one that made zigzags and kept edges clean. The day's early dawn signaled Garrett to wake. He decided to walk a scenic route he would take. The grass, sparkling green, had just been cut low. Garrett longed to run through it. He decided to go. But just as he started, a white car whizzed past, heading for the crosswalk and going quite fast. Then he heard tires screech and someone yell, "Stop!" A horse and a carriage were approaching. He could hear the hooves clop. But the horse kept on going, didn't even slow down. Garrett ran fast to warn them, but soon heard the sound. First a crash and a boom, then the horse whinnied high. When Garrett finally got there, he tried not to cry. Though everyone was okay and the horse would be all right, he'd seen too many wrecks. It was a terrible sight. That day, as he worked on a sewing machine, his mind drifted back to the collision he'd seen. There has to be some way to let the drivers know that someone else is approaching, when to stop and to go. And a signal before stopping, so first they could slow down, but they'd have to see it. It couldn't be only a sound. The green grass of the field, illuminated by sun, shone bright and invited Garrett to run. So we have green and yellow and red. Golden light through the window eased in the morning. A new day was beginning. It was a subtle warning. The red glow of the coals, far too hot to touch, told Garrett to stop. One more move was too much. His mind was racing, ideas twisted and knotted. Then he suddenly jumped up and exclaimed, "I've got it! A traffic signal, that's what he'd create. So all could travel safely. Yes, it would be great." The red, yellow, and green would come along later, but it was Garrett's foundation that made us all safer. Garrett had a gift, yes, that is a fact, but what meant the most was that he gave back. The end. So our friend Garrett here invented, here is our invention, the invention, ready, Invention, the idea for the traffic signal. Excellent job. I don't know if I'd want to be around without traffic signals. That would be crazy out there. All right, my friends, we're going to get up and we're going to do a couple more songs. This one is actually a poem. It's called Invention or Invention. Ready? It's written by Shel Silverstein. Are we ready? We're going to do it together and we're going to put some movement into it. So we're going to go, "I've done it! I've done it! Guess what I've done? I want to see excitement. Show me. I've done it. Excellent. Invented, Invention, a light that plugs into the sun. Yay! The sun is bright enough. The bulb is strong enough. But oh, there's one thing wrong. The cord isn't long enough. Womp womp. Show me the cord. Yes. So Invention. Let's try that again. It's by Shel Silverstein. I've done it. I've done it. Guess what I've done? I invented a light that plugs into the sun. The sun is bright enough. The bulb is strong enough. Oh, but there's only one thing wrong. The cord isn't long enough. Uh-oh. Remember, invention, Invention. Yes, excellent. All right, so this one is called This Is the Way. So we're going to be building a house. So this is the way we're going to saw our wood, and then we're going to hammer our nails, and then we're going to lay the bricks. So to lay the bricks, you have to smear and place, and then we're going to paint the walls. Here we go. This is the way we saw the wood, saw the wood, saw the wood. This is the way we saw the wood so early in the morning. Excellent. Now let's hammer. Get your wood. This is the way we hammer our nails, hammer our nails, hammer our nails. This is the way we hammer our nails so early in the morning. Excellent. Now let's lay our bricks. This is the way we lay our bricks, lay our bricks, lay our bricks. This is the way we lay our bricks so early in the morning. Now we gotta paint. This is the way we paint our house, paint our house, paint our house. This is the way we paint our house so early in the morning. Did you know that houses are inventions, inventions? Yes, they are. Excellent job, my friends. All right, can you jump, jump, jump for me? Nice and big, ready? Jump, jump, jump. All right, now hop is just a small hop from one foot to the other. Can you hop, hop, hop? Hop, hop, hop. Can you clap, clap, clap? Clap, clap, clap. Can you stomp, stomp, stomp? Stomp, stomp, stomp. Can you nod your head? Yes. Mm-hmm. Can you shake your head? No. Mm-hmm. Now, can you sit down? Really slow. Boop. Excellent. We're going to get ourselves ready for our next story today. We're going to do that with our open, shut them. So here we go. Open, shut them, open, shut them. Give a little clap, clap, clap. Open, shut them, open, shut them. Lay them in your lap, lap, lap. Awesome. We have good listening ears, good looking eyes, and we are ready for our next book. This is called Now and Then, the Modern Invenciones of Benjamin Franklin. Let's learn about some of these. Remember, whenever I see invention, I'll say invention, and you show me the 4, and you go up, up, invention, invent. Now and then, we think about Ben, Dr. Benjamin Franklin to be precise, and we think about his many invenciones. Invenciones, he originated more than 200 years ago. So a lot of these he designed over 200 years ago. Let's look at some of them. It was as if Ben could see into the future. Almost everything he created is still around today. For instance, what's one that you know? Let's see if you get it. Now, bifocals are common. Bifocals combine 2 sets of lenses into one pair of glasses. The bottom lens helps you see near, and the top lens helps you see far. Ben originally designed bifocals for himself after he grew tired of switching between 2 pairs of glasses. So, bifocals were an invention of Benjamin Franklin. Now, our world relies on electricity. In the 18th century, many people still believed that lightning was an act of anger and punishment from God. Ben was one of the scientists who discovered the true nature of electricity and how to use it. He learned that lightning is electricity when he attached a small metal wire to the top of a kite and gathered electricity from a storm cloud. Yes, so that was an experiment that he created, which helped him to understand electricity and for invenciones to come from that. Now, this gadget goes by many names, such as the grabber. Everyone has seen one. It's the long stick that helps grab items from out of reach places. I use that a lot because, I'm very short and it's hard for me to reach things on the top shelf. So I definitely need a grabber. Thank you, Mr. Ben, for making that invention. Ben invented the original device and called it the long arm because it worked like a very long arm. He used it to get books from the top shelves. Now for a musical interlude. Ben invented the glass harmonica. Not a harmonica, an harmonica. He was able to create music by simply touching his wet fingers to a row of spinning glass bowls. Mozart and Beethoven were so moved by the sound that they composed for the instrument. Today, glass harmonicas are very rare. You are more likely to find one in a museum than in a music store. But sometimes you can do something similar if you have water in a glass, and it has to be glass, it can't be plastic. You get your finger wet and you can go over the top of it. It can make sounds from it. So great job with that invention, Mr. Ben. Now, our fireplaces are very efficient and easy to use. Ben improved the primitive fireplace of his day when he designed the Pennsylvania fireplace, later renamed the Franklin stove. He built it with iron to contain the heat from a long fire long after the logs were burnt out. It also sat away from the wall to heat the room more evenly. So you didn't have to have it right against the wall. It was more in the middle. The smoke ventilation was not perfect, but later inventors improved it. Before Ben's fireplace, indoor smoke could be suffocating. Ugh, I don't know if I'd like that. I wish that he had that figured out, but I'm glad that the inventors now have fixed it. That invention. All right, now every automobile has an odometer to measure the distance that you travel. There's numbers right here behind the steering wheel. Well, Ben invented the odometer. It was his invention when he was postmaster general so that he could measure his postal routes. And there it is with these little knobs. He measured that was his odometer. Now, almost every large community includes a library, a hospital, a post office, a fire department, and a sanitation department. Ben lived in a city that had none of these establishments, so he helped organize the first of each. Now, he didn't invent them, but he helped get them all set up so that they could be in the city. Will his contributions help in our future? Do you think? Do you think they're going to help our future, some of these inventions? More than likely, because what people do is they take some of his inventions and they improve it and they change it. Lots of stuff. If we look on here, it says that he had swimming fins, an odometer, he helped with daylight savings time, he did postal service, he helped with a sanitation department, he invented the lightning rod, he had a kite experiment, he helped build a writing chair, kind of like ones you see in a school, a desk chair. Oh, so many inventions that Ben Franklin did. Excellent job. Maybe someday we'll see an invention that you create. All right, friends, we're getting to the end of our story time, so we're going to do our zoom, zoom, and then we're going to do our goodbye song. So here we go. Zoom, 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 we're going to the moon. Zoom, 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 we'll get there really soon. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blast off! Excellent. Let's go a little bit faster. Here we go. Zoom, 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 we're going to the moon. Zoom, 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 we'll get there really soon. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blast off! Excellent. All right. We did reading, we did writing, we did talking, we did singing, and we did playing. And hopefully you're going to be doing some inventing, as well as liking and subscribing to our YouTube channel. But let's say our goodbye song, my friends, and then we'll see you next week. So we're going to clap and say goodbye, stomp and say goodbye, smile and say goodbye, and wave and say goodbye. Here we go. We clap and say goodbye. We clap and say goodbye. With our friends at story time, we clap and say goodbye. We stomp and say goodbye. We stomp and say goodbye. With our friends at story time, we stomp and say goodbye. We smile and say goodbye. We smile and say goodbye. With our friends at story time, we smile and say goodbye. We wave and say goodbye. We wave and say goodbye. With our friends at story time, we wave and say goodbye. Goodbye, story time friends. We'll see you next week.